Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love to you all. Thanks for being here. This is meditation practice today. Got my mic up a little loud there. Thanks for being here live. Hi, Pat. Hi, everyone. Quite the great sighting of the turkey vulture there, Kristen. Thanks for joining us by recording. Most of us come by recording now. I hope that those of you who join our circle of meditation find not only a lesson and a time to practice, but the energy of the collective while you practice. Please let me know. Peace and goodness, blessings, as we all meet again here for some moment of reflection and refreshment. So I've left some of my windows open this morning, and what we're listening to now is a recording of birds. But in the background here, I'm going to turn those down a little bit. In the background here, I'm going to turn this up. You can hear my frogs there. I'm going to move the mic pretty far away. There are the frogs in the background. Let's stop just a moment here. There's a car going by. I've left my my mic on here. I had my outdoor mic on. It was causing some feedback. All right, now that the car's gone by, let's just listen for a moment. Listen to the car. What do you hear? Just breathe and listen. If you concentrate on each sound individually, I'm going to turn my mic down now here. If you concentrate on each sound individually, you can kind of hear the frogs talking to each other, and you heard the car go by. Listening is something we do all the time. We listen to our own thoughts in our head. That's what happens. We listen to our thoughts. We hear the voice in our head. So we're very good at listening. Sometimes there's so much sound around us, it's very difficult to meditate. Maybe you're in a crowded airport or sitting on a sidewalk in the city street. If you just close your eyes and listen to the sounds around you, not try to decipher them, just push your ears out to them. Hear one sound, I hear an airplane. I hear some birds in the distance. I hear the frogs. It's very peaceful when we do that, when we listen to nature. But you can listen to people's voices that you don't know or cars going by and have a similar impact because it focuses the mind on something that isn't language. That's why I think it works. And listen to the shape of the sound. Listen to it. Kind of concentrate inside of it. Don't need a mantra. The frog's voices become the mantra. Mental focus on the sound becomes the mantra. Listening meditation can be used pretty much anywhere, in any circumstance. I prefer to do it in nature. Plus, I live in nature, so I don't have many opportunities to listen in an airport, but I have listened in airports. I sit in the seat and I intensify my concentration. And I'm not really trying to I am trying to listen in on conversations. I'm not trying to memorize their conversations. I'm just dropping into people's talking and the sounds going by and the wheelie carts. I close my eyes. Maybe there's music playing. Maybe you can hear a child off to the side. And I focus here and I focus there. And I let my mind wander around the sounds that I hear. And that's kind of the same thing we just did a minute ago. I heard the airplane. I heard the frogs. I heard the birds. And I was kind of skipping between them. But they all have this single concentration on the ears in common. And so it's a training of the mind in concentration in the similar way that using a mantra is a training of the mind in concentration to bring it to a single point. In this case, the single point is the ear. So we're pointing into the ear with our mind. We're listening with intent. And often put my hands in some kind of cup shape so I can kind of ground in myself. Can use my hands and that chi energy between your palms, my palms, to add to my focus. I can breathe in my heart while I listen. Not only does it aid with the mental focus, and it uplifts the heart. There is a distinct feeling for me when I listen to the sounds of nature that I hear the spirit woven into their musicality. And it just kind of comes inside me and sits in my heart. And so I'm listening with this, but it's causing me to listen with the ear of my heart. So this is following on this. We talked about this before, especially in our Kriya class. The practice is the tool that along which the prana rides to the location of the focus of the mind. They kind of happen at the same time. And there's this uplift of my heart when I listen to nature's sounds. And I'm sure you feel it too, or you wouldn't be nature mystics. One of the great things about being a nature mystic is being able to quiet oneself down by a babbling brook or the sound of the ocean or the sound of leaves in a wind storm. uh, Gentle nature, not necessarily bad, troubling, overpowering nature I'm talking about here. I'm talking about when nature is approachable in our animal nature. And that's the other thing about it. We are animals in an animal world, and this takes us out of our heads, out of our language, into our animal nature by bringing our attention to sound. Long before we could speak, we could hear and decipher sound. And this just quiets this sound in our mind down and allows the sounds outside of us, which are basically unintelligible. I don't speak crow. I'm very much. I have a little bit of crow because I watch their behavior and listen to them talk, but I'm sure I'm missing 99% of it or more. And the same with the frogs. They're having a conversation out there. I don't know what they're saying. And so this sort of nonsense language that isn't attached to an idea, also uses the part of our brain where language gets detached from our mantra. The meaning gets detached from our mantra. That's what I mean. So when you're chanting in your mantra, I'm trying to show you the overlap here. When you're chanting in your mantra and the meaning of the language falls away, it has a similarity to listening to the sound shapes around us because we can't really decipher them. And the meaning, once the words lose their meanings, they end up as sound shapes inside our language. In this similar way, there are sound shapes around us that can help us focus our mind with our breath. So that's my little talk this morning. I hope that that was helpful to you. That was an experiment. It focuses the mind on something that isn't language. Oh, that great! Thank you, Susie. That's exactly it. It's once more. Remember, we talk a lot about focusing on the body, the physical body, in our Kriya class, and how we use our physical body, and sometimes here too, we use our physical body in the place of the mantra. This is listening meditation is part of that. Well, I don't want to call it a triad because there's probably other things I do too and I haven't thought of. I'm going to remember off the top of my head. But at least there's these three: body, word, and listening that are have a relationship to each other. And the relationship to each other is that either the always the meaning of language is dropped away, and sometimes language itself is dropped away. That's where we're headed toward. Not even using the sound. There's this place where you can get beyond having to hyper focus on the individual sounds. You kind of become immersed in them. And when you're immersed in them, you're not thinking about them. You're kind of letting your mind go where it will with the sounds rather than having to switch them with conscious intent. All right. I hope that's enough. Different listening with different sounds. Feeling that this week, Wendy. Oh, nice. Um, hi, everybody. Wendy and Living for Joy. Casey, Roger. I'm praying for you. Oh, thank you. Praying for me. Thank you very much. Thank you for teaching us, Casey. I hope it helps. Reminding, yeah, it's a lot of just reminding. That's true. Sound shapes. Love that. All right, great. Let's, hey, Siri, set a 20-minute timer. I hope that was helpful to you. Let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. I'm kind of experimenting with everything that I'm doing here with you guys, trying to figure it all out. All right, so peace and love. I'm just going to drop into a meditation. If you want to listen to the frogs, please do. Please listen to the frogs. Seriously, talking to me over here. I'm trying to set a timer. There we go. Breathing into my belly. Listen to the frogs a little bit here. Add your mantra lightly if you want. always be quiet where you meditate. Peace and love to all of you. Let me know if that helped with sound or not. Peace, everyone. Thanks for being here.